Hello, welcome back to the live 83rd Senior National Table Tennis Championship. Now, men's live G Satyan versus the all evergreen veteran icon of Indian table tennis, Sharat Kamal. Satyan would be soon be joined by his coach S. Raman, and Sharat Kamal is now his brother Rajat Kamal would now join him as his coach. While all the players in this tournament have been very trying hard to cope with the ball floating in the air, the champions as they are seem to have adjusted every single game. Some of the matches were very close. In fact, Sharat's fifth game was an 18-16 against Manush Shah, the upcoming Manush Shah. And then Sharat seemed to have his way in the sixth game, landed himself a 4-2 victory. Satyan seemed to have a relatively easier time with Sanil Shetty. The, the, the Shillong, because of the altitude, the ball seemed to be floating in the air, and all the power hitters seem to be hitting the ball wild in the first ball. And Sharat and Satyan have seemed to get a hold of the contact points. They seem to be, trying to do some very slow spin, short receiving, curving the ball, and then making a very fast impact. Once the pace sets in, then they are countering the pace with pace. Suppose it is a general trying to accommodate to the pace, and then slowly getting accommodating themselves to the pace. They seem to be then getting into the rally. If they hurry, they keep losing the point. So this should be a very good encounter. Sharat, the veteran as he is, we've seen two huge veterans playing together. Sharat's there's been 9 Commonwealth medals, 9 national titles, 15th finals. He's been a runner-up in 5 nationals, and this is his 15th appearance. I'm honored to be joined by my co-commentator Anandita Chakravarti. Welcome, Anandita.
Thank you so much.
So I was just
Took a break in between.
yeah, I was just telling them about the various aspects of how the other players were losing the timing, the champions as they are, as to how they've easily coped with the prevailing atmospheric conditions, and here they are.
That's the basic need, the basic sign of a champion. But you have to adapt to each and every situation.
Correct. Sharat going for a short push, misses it.
Nice banana by Satyan.
Yes.
Yes. What is it?
See,
The long receive.
and before the timing sets in, the way only if they create that speed and they are able to come fast. Otherwise, it's just a very small, short opening by both of them. You would see mostly that.
I think we can see more of backward and
See,
forward movement
exactly.
rather than lateral
Yes,
movement.
and then once it is just out, they just do a small spin, make sure they're coming with a set up the pace,
Exactly.
try to get to the contact point. That was a good,
Nice down the
fast,
line backhand.
lovely down the line backhand.
Satyan getting an early lead of 5-1. I think this is Satyan's fourth or fifth nationals finals.
And head to head between Sharat and Satyan in nationals, I think is around 2 each,
Two each, right?
if I'm right. Ah, that there comes the huge. There comes the huge
Forehand.
forehand
The
from
Sharat's forehand.
Sharat's forehand.
Nice loose serve.
Sharat was in his match earlier match against Manusha was saying he's saying he was opening the just out balls
Right.
for service. Then he said, "Sir, after some time, there is a little difference, and I need." He was trying to miss this, and then he missed outright from
Right.
services.
Right.
He said, "Ball seems to move in either direction. I'm not able to predict."
Exactly. I know it's like it's becoming difficult when after the sunset also because the moisture comes in.
Content, yeah.
That is also a very important part, because in the daytime there is no moisture, but after the sunset the moisture sets in, so it becomes difficult for the players and the whole atmosphere becomes heavier.
This Satyan was making it in the dinner time yesterday. He said he was warned for not coming into the rally fast. The umpire, he said how bat was full of moisture. I was not
Exactly,
doing deliberately, sir. It was full of moisture. How do I realize that?
That's
Make them
true.
realize.
That's true, and it becomes very difficult also.
Yeah. Bridges the gap from 5-1 lead, gets into a 6-all now. That's Sharat's brother Rajat, who's been an earlier Indian technical analyst before, and
He
he's
used to play also.
yeah,
He's
I
a
think
player
in
also.
youth national
Youth
champion.
national something
Yeah.
he was there. In this kind of a situation, you have to really adjust a lot. It's not the normal situation at all.
The ball seems to be it was just very loosely played, but still seemed to jump up in the
pops
air.
up, yeah, yeah, right. Nobody is spinning it heavily, I think. They're just trying to put the ball on the table to play more of rallies.
Correct. That was much better. A good arc. The entire nationals haven't seen so much of big rallies as such.
Yeah, it's
It
very
was-
difficult to play rallies
Yes,
over
I know.
here because you have to adjust a lot.
No, that was a huge rally.
See,
The rallies
you just told, and I think they've heard your voice. Still trailing by 3 points.
Satyan seems to have the upper hand in the first game. Let's see.
Satyan is trying, I think, just to counter the rally, not that heavy spin or hard hitting thing.
And Satyan has been earlier, even after his stint in the, foreign academies and this and that. Earlier, he was a player who would be ideally suited to these conditions.
These conditions,
I
right?
think he's just switched on the. I think he's just switched on the button there, and he seems to be clearly going into that phase, and he pushes himself to the extra pace only when Sharat sets him up that rally.
Exactly. I think he is doing the right thing also because he is using Sharat's space.
Correct. And earlier he used to take that strength from the opponent, 50%
Exactly.
from that speed.
Exactly.
Here, the minute that does not happen, I think Sharat needs to get into that particular where he can overpower him with that. This is a huge forehand of his.
And Satyan has such a good control. You cannot pass him so easily.
Anandita, ideally you would have suited this condition.
Right?
Because you would have never left.
Everybody was telling me you should start playing again.
You would have done it.
Just look at the way Satyan is playing. He is just putting the ball. He's not
Play-
generating any extra pace or anything.
And Sharath has kept guessing whether to go fast or to keep it slow.
Exactly.
See, there's that spin.
That was a spin.
And
Yes.
that spin, this
that
is
was
what would count.
difficult
The
for
first spin,
Satyan,
whether it
exactly.
lands, how much power he's giving in, when he's going to come with a big forehand.
So much of adjustments they have to make.
You,
This is the one.
that timing has to happen.
And it's so difficult. It's so difficult now. And that too in the evening when this moisture is coming in, it's very difficult to hit this kind of shots because your racket it becomes sticky.
See, unfortunately, this is why perhaps table tennis finds it difficult to become a TV sport unless they will not be able to appreciate this,
Yeah, because
nuances.
we don't have that kind of rallies and all. It's
No,
very
this
difficult.
particular point, sitting in a
Right.
sofa set, seeing this, they would be just thinking, why are they missing? What is happening? But they
Exactly.
won't realize that it's definitely difficult to follow table tennis as a sport compared to others.
Definitely. And it's so fast also. You cannot follow the ball even. And that too with the white ball, it's so difficult.
That was a good interception from Satyan. Satyan seems to get quite a good hang of the angles. He is always confident. He always picks the angle quite well. This
This is the
has to
shot.
happen
Exactly.
for Sharath to get in.
Satyan is playing he's taking very calculative aggression.
True.
He's not going for outright points, which Sharath is sometimes he's trying.
This was what Sharath. If I curve the ball, he's saying the ball does the rest. Yeah. From this forehand.
Yes, but the bounce is also not even.
Correct.
That is the problem where it comes. If the bounce is even, you know what to do and how to do, how much you have to curve your racket and everything.
Yeah.
But when the bounce is not even, then it becomes so difficult to hold the ball.
Yeah.
That is what is needed, I think, because you have to take it on the table, on the bounce.
Correct. And the real elements of both the players come only when one sets up the pace
Exactly.
and then they get into the rally. Probably kissed the
Sometimes it's
White
catching the
edge.
edge, yes. This is the second towel break and it's even in this game. 6 all. Nice one. See, this one he didn't hit hard, but it was the
extra
placement,
spin
that extra
and then
wrist work.
you lay
Exactly.
that foundation and then you set up the rally. That's what will count here.
It is very difficult to hit that hard over here because you are not getting that even bounce.
So true.
Sharath is not able to gauge the ball. I think the pace of the
Perhaps
ball.
your earlier point about this moisture, perhaps that played a role in that particular thing. Maybe. There is some disturbance. They're all ready to go now. 7-all.
Nice banana by Satyan. It's
Sharath
slightly
just tried
out
to.
of reach, I think, for Sharath. He was not in the position, exactly not in the behind the ball.
Perhaps a
to-
shade back.
Exactly.
Perhaps one feet inside, he might have just got it. Oh,
Was out, was out.
that was
That
the
was
side
out.
of the
That was
table.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on. This time he he got into the correct position to play his forehand, and is that a
Sharath.
break for what?
Oh, CM is coming, I
Oh,
think.
we have got a
Yeah. So there's a break now.
Conrad K. Sangma,
Sangma, yes.
as Chief Minister of Meghalaya, is now entering, along with other dignitaries. COE TTFI Madam Geeta Metal, retired Chief Justice, and then we would be also Vice Chancellor Sri Prabha Shankar Shukla, Vice Chancellor Nehu, Mr. W. Booth, Director Sports Government of Meghalaya. That's a star cast studded on the podium. A small break before the dignitaries take the position on the stage. Anandita, the senior nationals here, the organizers have put in a fantastic effort, whether be
Yes.
it the
Definitely,
boarding,
definitely.
lodging, whatever
Everything,
conditions,
everything is
on
really good.
place.
It's very appreciable the
And
way they have
the way
conducted.
they have conducted it.
Definitely.
All round players seem to be happy, and
In this way, table tennis can spread out. It should not be played only in the main cities. If it can be reaches out to everywhere, then the popularity will grow.
sure, I'm sure that happens in West Bengal.
Yes, that does.
That's a huge.
We
sub-
play in each and every district. I remember when
That's
we
true.
were young, we used to play in each and every district. That
That-
was a nice placement by Satyan.
A huge backhand down the line from Satyan caught Sharath Kamal off guard and races into a point lead, 9-8. Sharath absolutely read that small spin from Satyan well and was able to counter with a slightly faster one.
Yeah, just took the ball from the bounce.
Correct.
That was what needed.
And that's precisely the point all the other players are missing.
Exactly.
This I do not know. The general viewing public would be
It's very difficult,
difficult
to
to
judge.
see
It's
that.
very difficult to judge also. Short service.
Satyan tried to up the pace by coming in, trying to tap the ball fast.
And that was an
Just
unforced error, I guess.
correct, and just perhaps took a chance.
Yeah. But now is Sharath having a game point? This was, I think, but softer than the earlier version.
I thought Sharath was in two minds whether to go slow or whether to go fast,
Right.
and then ended up giving a very juicy
receive,
full toss to
exactly.
him, and he couldn't come back. 10 all. Let's see what they are up to. Yes. Sharath comes with a
Nice
faster roll from backhand, and then ups it up with his forehand. Sharath up a point now. Do you think he'll come with a slow spin and then come with a faster one, or go for a winner?
He got it outright from the service itself.
You earlier were talking about the penetration of table tennis in West Bengal. How is it now? It's still
It's there because they are trying to spread it out in all the districts, even in the interior districts like Purulia and Midnapur. Those districts are not nearby Kolkata,
okay.
and players are going to play there. That is that will be very useful for them also.
Okay.
To go out of the comfort zone, playing there,
Okay.
and it will popularize the game there also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tamil Nadu seems to be doing in all the districts now, and there is quite a section of
I
the crowd
think that is
coming
much
in.
needed thing.
It
Otherwise,
has to grow.
it
It has
cannot
to keep
grow.
spreading.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you? How, how many players that you train? You give them the how many hours you spend in a day training and
Exactly. Actually, now we have our practice session in office also. They
okay,
have to open a training academy in our office in railways.
okay.
So I stay there after my office hours. I mean, we have our half day office, so we get the swearing of half day.
So you
So
train and mentor them after the
yeah,
office. That's
yes,
so
yes.
nice.
My
That's so
office
nice.
team, they this
That-
Prapti and Sutirtha
Yeah, it's a
Mukherjee,
formidable team.
Kaushani Nath, all are
Yeah,
there
I
in
know,
my
I know.
team. And even in the men team, out of 5 in the Indian Railways main team, 3 of us
Yeah, I
from
know.
our academy from
Sharat seems
railway.
to go with his service points and
Nice, nice.
he's just getting into that right nick of opening fast. He's able to get the correct contact point and
Sharat, I think Sharat's strokes are more powerful than Satyan's strokes.
That's true.
Satyan has that control, but Sharat has that power. See, that is the thing.
after the few short exchanges, Sharat seems to get the correct feeling as to how to when to
Right.
really go quick and then up his pace.
The timing is
Yes,
very
yes,
important. That caught the edge again.
That's right.
Lucky for Sharat. He took 4 straight points.
Satyan usually is quite clever in cutting the angles.
Right.
As of now, he doesn't seem to be. Whoa! That was quick reflex from Satyan.
That's his pace to come forward. Right, he's getting the right timing now.
Exactly. He seems to be doing the right things at the right time.
From away the table also he is getting the timing. That is very good. That adjustment he has made about the timing. It's very difficult over here because the ball is not traveling evenly.
They are very guarded in this, this fast banana opening or even anything which is coming slightly longer.
Right.
Otherwise, they are very content with this short receiving and the one which comes.
Nice angles by Satyan.
That was huge.
He doesn't have that power, but he has this angles.
And he creates them.
He creates space.
Absolutely, absolutely. Quite nimble in his feet.
Exactly. It's a very tricky one. Short and at the same time they had some backspin, I guess.
Both the players are almost adapting the same, technique
Techniques and tactics.
tactics
Yes.
and
Missed the timing.
exactly. This is going to be the feature of the day. Whoever is able to time it more and get that extra bit more
And that too in this kind of hall and this kind of situation.
yes.
Because here the height is so much that the ball definitely it stops. So again this is the timing. The ball is not traveling evenly.
I think
That's the problem. Sharath has
Sharath has
that
taken it
time.
quite rightly so. A 2-1 lead is good.
I think he'll discuss and revive some strategies, new strategies now.
Maybe the only thing Rajat can perhaps say is don't miss that fast one which you are trying time it more often. It's it's just that you need to keep doing it at regular time and
Exactly.
uh,
It's so difficult.
yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, in the plain areas, the ball comes evenly at even pace. It comes. The judgment is much easier there to make. But here in this hilly area, it doesn't comes evenly. It stops.
I mean, this was the thing which Sharat was telling me. When he slightly curves it, we are not sure whether it is going
So that's
here,
exactly,
here, or here,
exactly.
and that you could see that.
That is the problem for the players. They have to adjust that thing. They received it well.
This service of Satyan, he's been doing it for ages, and it's always given him the.
Actually, whatever I saw in international matches, even when we used to play, this tomahawk service, mainly the Indians used to do. Nowadays, even
World number
the
4 does it.
international service,
Yes,
they
yes.
are also using it. Ovcharov is using it
Yes,
so well.
Akshara was, there is a tutorial which he gives so much of variation in the same thing. In fact, you are good at
I
that
used to
service.
do this a
One of
lot.
your famous service and your follow it with your back forehand finish.
4 minutes.
Invariably, you would get it in the end.
Oh, right at the body. See, that is what Satyan does, He uses the angle so well. See, he's
The
changing the position of his service stance also. He's getting into the table now, trying to make it from the center so he gets at angles quite well.
Oh, that was huge. He predicted that and
Exactly.
got it at the right spot. Generally, this Anadita here, the slight loose just out ones, they simply do not.
And
It
then that
keeps
is
them
that is very difficult to spin hard or hit
exactly, and that is where in this
Sharath
it
is
takes the
playing,
double,
exactly.
advantage. When you if you are able to do it with perfection, that is the if you don't give that height, you can create the correct
the height
confusion
has to
in the
be at the
mind.
net height.
See, this is what if you give that height, they are going to come here.
Exactly.
If you are able to do that,
You have to keep it at the net height,
you have
that
to be
low.
precise.
That's
That
very
was-
difficult to make. Tried to put it short, but couldn't control it.
Yes, and instead of giving that width, he pushed it slightly to his body, and Sharath, in his eagerness to keep it short, went into the net.
It's very much even. This match is now 1-all. Third game 9-all.
He's going
It's
to
Satyan
his
serving.
famous, his own,
Tomahawk serve.
yes, and that's one.
I think that was a slight forward one. Game point
He's
for
going to
Satyan.
come.
Pendulum serve. Satyan wins his third game by 11-9.
Tried the flick, the timing missed. 11-9, Satyan goes into a 2-1 lead.
Sharath
You're-
gained the momentum in between, I guess. But then with the service of Satyan, he deflected. He could deflect Sharath. First thing was the slight forward, I guess.
The earlier one, he was very, very precise. The first time when he served that, he was quick at it and followed it with a huge this thing. This time, I thought he slightly hesitated and got it wrong.
It is becoming much more heavier, the atmosphere.
Correct. And to Satyan's courage after getting that service receiving from
Right.
Sharath to go ahead with his own what he's been doing it over the ages, that shows his practice and that shows his courage to do that at that stage.
He is very confident with this serve, I think, because I have seen him playing international matches also and using this services so well. Yeah.
In fact, a slightly different variation of the rest how they would. So this fly,
Exactly.
you know, Satyan, I think Rajat wants to go for a slightly faster opening now.
Bit of more aggression, I
yes,
think.
yes, looks like it. His body language seems to suggest that. The second one is actually flying off from the bat. Hey, what? I think it's maybe a fly or.
Even the insects and flies are also trying to watch the matches now.
They don't want to miss the Masters in action.
Exactly. The best of Indian table tennis.
Sure.
This is not a welcoming interruption at all.
Sharath now ready to serve.
Very calculated attack
Very
Satyan is doing
calculated
now.
slow spin attack from Sharath from Satyan, and Sharath needs to make sure that he doesn't
Oh,
let Satyan keep doing that.
it's a nice long serve by
Yes.
Sharath.
Perhaps he thought once he opens he couldn't come faster.
Exactly. He was not expecting, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Satyan also tried the same first serve,
Yeah.
but Sharath was ready, I guess.
Yes. I would say almost they seem to be matching in their
Same strategy, yes.
tactics. You could see the pattern there.
Exactly.
The tap which is going on, the slow spin and then coming up with the fast one, suddenly upping the pace in between the rally. I think this has been a consistent pattern throughout. What was the cue?
First double break. Sharath is serving now. Nice long receive from Satyan.
I think to play in these conditions, I feel you'll have to have a terrific, the balance of mind and strength
Absolutely.
to go with it, keep going with it.
Absolutely. You have to be mentally very strong.
I think Mohammadi can distribute that to a lot of players.
Definitely. As I said, she is an institution herself.
That's what Rajat keeps telling. Slow roll, you go on top of that, keep the ball up.
It's all the timing, you see.
Rajat seems
You
to
have
be
to get the
telling,
good
prompting
timing.
Sharath to do that. Sharath was kicking himself for the opportunity he missed.
I think too much of backlift will be a problem here. Because when you are backlifting much, then it's a problem.
Satyan was quick to see that from Sharath and made sure that he jumped at that early, and Sharath was not up there. 7-4 in Satyan's favor, and there you see,
You can never predict Sharath.
yes,
He
that
is so
was,
unpredictable.
he knows exactly when,
Gear up.
and then he
Change
changes
gear,
the tactics
exactly.
there, and that is the greatness of Sharath. Oh,
Misses the angle.
just missed it, and
I think that is what Satyan is making Sharath do, because he is covering the table like anything.
okay.
See,
I was just about to ask you the question, when would Satyan come back with his tomahawk? Meanwhile, he had. I've seen him do it only in close, 8, 9, 9 all. He does
right,
that.
right.
Otherwise, he goes with the high toss.
But the service was important, yeah.
That that's
That
the
curve, that
yes,
curve,
that was the thing
yes.
you were saying. No, I
No,
think
Satyan
now
has
Satyan
taken
is taking a
timeout,
good timeout
yes.
now, and
Because he was leading for 3 points, now it has reduced to 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very important point now. It's just becoming a seesaw battle.
I think it's just a battle of wits, and you need to keep at it, and
Exactly.
they keep getting at the contact point every single time you will be winning.
Right.
But at that age, they seem to be, changing the tactics every single time.
Every
And
single,
there are 2
exactly.
points, you get over me, I'm going to change the tactics here, and then they
Right,
come
right.
back, and this is very nice.
Satyan is, I think, not trying too hard, but he is trying to use the pace of Sharath.
Sharath and trying to come, as you say, when he is coming for his
Exactly.
attack, he chooses the
Angles.
He doesn't want
Right.
to go give Sharath the width to overpower him.
Exactly.
He'll make sure that the power doesn't hit him.
Right. And he is covering his angles too well, Satyan. That's why I think Sharath is trying too
And-
much of the edges, the corners.
Exactly. And he makes sure that the small pushes and the slow tap, and positions himself to that particular.
Right, right.
From that place you could, the chances of coming
Cover
here
up that
are
place,
more,
right.
and therefore he is able to do that. So that should be interesting. What
Satyan
Sharath-
leading by 1 point, but Sharath to serve. Not too hard. Very calculative opening. Just changing the pace of the ball.
I think one more Sharath would go for a slightly faster run, I guess, because seeing his body, and he misses it.
This was a real sitter.
Because in his mind he wanted that, and when he
Exactly.
got one, I thought he just overdid it. Let's see now.
This
That's
was a
a
negative
considerable
point.
lead.
Yeah. by Sharath.
It's a considerable lead now, 3-1. Satyan is, as you say, has never tried to
He is never trying to outpower him.
overpower him. do
He is
nothing,
just trying to put the ball in rallies.
place, just give niggling points here, give him some little uncomfort.
That's his strength, actually.
Yes,
That's
that
his
has
strength.
been his style of play
Exactly.
always. After going into this big league there, he improved on his power and this thing. He now knew, he 100% knew that this won't work here.
Yes,
And he resorted to
exactly.
his old way of play where could just
Keep the ball, play rallies.
and it is working.
Yeah, that's showing in the score too.
Yes, 3
He is
1.
leading by 3-1 now, making it more difficult for Sharath.
Another point is when we was talking about the mental, how they absorb the pressure and keep, still make sure that they're coming back in play.
Yeah,
Well,
like
did you, over a period of time, was there any particular thing which you did for mental preparation? Because Bengal players I've seen innumerable comeback, especially by Mohammad, by you, and by a lot
I
of
think
players.
the most important thing is you have to be positive always. You should not think negative. That's the main part. If you can think positive, just yes, I can do it. That's the main thing which uses to push us.
But do you insist in a, even in practice play and say admonish a player who throws up a game, says no way, you have to keep doing it till the end.
You have to create that pressure situation there also. Then only you can handle it here. Otherwise,
Okay.
directly it's impossible to handle it here.
Okay.
See, he is just skipping the ball, not making it very hard.
This is getting interesting, and Satyan is keeping the ball in play, and Sharath tried to up his
Yes. See,
curve.
he is
Do
trying
you
to
sense that?
lift his pace now.
Do you sense that?
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh, nice placing, nice placing. Absolutely. Not too hard, but right at the corner. That's Sharath's forte actually, that power.
That should happen for Sharath to keep coming. But I'm sure he'll have some other reply to that. He'll be up to the task.
He is,
Last time also he served long.
exactly.
Just after that, once he attacks, he goes for a long serve. If he attacks, I think he's going to come stronger.
Yeah, that
If
is
he
there.
rolls-
That's his forte. His
If
attack
he
is his
rolls,
forte.
if he gets the second attack in with
Exactly,
coming in,
exactly.
I'm sure Sharath would be able to keep increasing the lead. That ball literally flew from his racket, and
Yes. Here actually it's very difficult, to upgrade your PS and all. Both of them are trying fast services now. Oh, but it caught the edge, I guess. Yes, it caught
oh,
the
that's
edge.
very nice of
Very
Satya.
nice of Satya.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
This thing.
That's the spirit.
That's the
That's
really
the sporting thing.
Is that?
It's showing the opposite thing exactly.
Is that?
Now they have corrected
Oh,
it.
now they are
Yes.
corrected.
Still 1 point lead for Sharath. It's 5-4.
This sort of sportsman behavior was so much 20 years back, and it's so refreshing to see something like that.
Exactly, exactly.
I know in 30 years back, I think, or 20 years, when R. Hari was there, he did that at a match point in Nationals
Oh,
and went on to win.
that was really sweet of him. Sharath is trying to play all the shots now.
This is, I would say, a match of every 3 minutes the tactics keep changing,
Changing,
and they're
exactly.
really adapt every single time. They
Every
also
service they are
jumping
changing.
into the change.
Right. See, no,
I
Sharath
don't
is
think
not
you would
trying
have
too
seen.
hard.
I don't think you would have seen ever
Sharath
Sharath do
blocking
that,
forehand.
right?
Exactly.
Whereas he knows in this place you do that, you can stay calm, control your this thing, get into the play.
I think nobody has seen Sharath playing forehand blocks.
They're slow. I do not know when was the last time he did that.
That is
and
the best part of them, the great
absolutely
players. They
great.
are really absorbing it, adapting it to them.
See, he knew 8-4 is a good lead. Yes, that
He took
I
his
would
chance. He
do-
took his chance.
That's
Yes.
one of my
And again,
hallmarks.
one
Let's
service
try one
remaining
and
also.
then again get back to plan A.
Right. That was too good.
That was
too
so
good.
nice. Excellent flank
Excellent
change.
sensor.
Excellent flank change. Got totally Sharath by surprise and 6-8.
That
Will he
feeling
go
is
for
kind of great.
your tomahawk serve or how is it going to
I think he will go for usual.
be? Usual.
serve. I think so.
Okay.
Yes. Satyan is not allowing Sharath to hit it freely at all.
And when he goes there, he keeps
He
going
is,
and
yes,
he doesn't
he
want
is
this
always
lift to him to come, for him
The
to come to
corners,
his huge
corners, yes. And now Sharath is also, I think he is a bit scared to, hit that hard because his forehand is all open.
Oh, that was a huge
Excellent,
change.
excellent.
I think perhaps the first time he did that.
Yes. But Satyan is
lovely.
capable of doing that
Yes,
because he
yes.
has that sense.
Balls
Is
yes,
excellent.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what a time to do it.
Oh my goodness, really.
And Sharath
Nice one.
hands him one in the same way. And this is really interesting.
Nothing is predictable now.
Yes.
Oh,
And that was twice in a row.
earlier
Comes
one
up.
was right in the corner,
Yes,
and
this
now
is
it's
to
in the
body,
center, in the
to
body.
his body.
That's a
Excellent
great change.
and
That's a great
each one
change.
keep outwits the other.
Exactly.
Given I've never seen so much of
Changes.
changes, planning,
Every rally they
adapting
are
to the
changing.
conditions. Excellent. Let us see what Satyan is doing now. And he's
Satyan is just putting the ball, trying to put in rallies.
I think your due factor,
It's
moisture
coming.
factor
Yeah,
is
yeah,
coming
yeah.
in.
That is
rubbing
working.
up
Due
the bat
factor is working.
vigorously and
Yes.
the way he drips, I am sure it was because of the moisture there. That was, as you said, he just kept
He
playing
is
the
just,
ball
yeah,
to
he's
his body,
just putting
right
the ball on
inside,
the
not
table.
because
And that
of
too with
because
angles.
of the ball floating in there, he is not able to know when to really turn and get into that, creating that small confusion in his mind. A lucky
Sharath is
one
lucky
for
in this point. Game point for Sharath.
hard work pays.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes it comes in this form of a net card. That was one of the most outstanding shots of
Oh God.
Sharath. That was the class of
This
Sharath.
is so typical Sharath
That
Kamal.
is just, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think anybody would have dreamt in that
Would have even
but
thought of this,
in fact, against Manusha, the last
Yes,
rally, he
yes,
did
I
the
saw
same
that
thing.
match, right.
That is Sharath Kamal, vintage Sharath Kamal for you.
Nobody can even imagine in
I
their
do not
dream
know
to
how-
hit that
He
shot.
just took us by surprise and I
Oh my
almost
God.
flew off the chair. That was incredible. Incredible
really.
reflex, incredible bravery, I would say, and terrific class.
That's only possible for Sharath only.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think anyone
Nobody can even
do
think of it, imagine of it. Doing
Amazing.
this thing.
Excellent.
still Satyan is leading 3-2. It is just a seesaw battle.
And I was to continue with what little we left. So even in the practice sessions, you make sure that they fight till the end.
Exactly, for every points. Like, what we used to do is like, you have to put, say, 100 counters, and that too in one place.
Okay.
We used to do that corners, we used to keep that thing, some racket cover or some towel or something, and narrow the space.
Okay.
And you have to put that 100 counters in that place only on one spot.
Any penalty for not doing?
I
Any
know,
punishment,
actually,
small punishment?
not really punishment, but it was like, if you cannot finish that 100 counters, then you cannot go for a different stroke. You
Oh,
cannot
that's
change
nice.
the stroke
Until you perfected.
finish the 100 thing.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a huge pressure.
So that's why you see that all the
That is
better
very
players
that
make
is
sure
very
that-
important.
That's nice.
Otherwise, you won't be able to play where you exactly want it to put. 1 inches also, that makes a huge difference.
Yes, as you see here.
Yes.
That short receive has to happen there.
Exactly.
That long receive has to happen there. Just out, just out.
Fixed spot. Fixed
Yes,
spot.
absolutely. The other unpredictability is, even though you complete the stroke, you're not able to judge the bounce.
Bounce. Exactly.
Suddenly
exactly.
it bounces, and that's why they are. Otherwise, I don't think you would be expecting Sharat to give such a high return.
It's very difficult to gauge the pace of the ball now, whether it's coming out or whether it's not coming out. It's very difficult to gauge here in this atmosphere.
This is getting to be really interesting. In the entire game, that was the first time he came with the reverse.
Yes.
He wants more to
Satyan is, I
come
think,
for a counter and
mainly
then
trying
wants
to
make it a
corner
slow
Sharat
play.
in the backhand.
Okay.
He is not giving any space from there. Just see, he is putting everything there in the backhand corner.
A small niggling spin.
Exactly.
And
Not heavy
creating the
spin or
confusion
not heavy power.
Whether he needs to come up, block it from the top, or turn and attack fast. Keeps on creating the doubt.
It's like poking Sharat. Come on, do something.
Yeah.
Now. And the last one
Sharat-
got Satyan wrong footed. The forehand was in the body.
That was a crucial point to miss.
Yes, Satyan leading by 2
Yes,
points.
that's a very
and that too in his own
crucial
serve.
lead, and 5-3 lead with service in hand. Satyan will try to definitely do something here.
Oh,
Even though there is a high return, all the players seem to have, in fact, in the morning Manisha gave him two high returns and he did out.
yeah, but I think Satyan
not-
could have taken forehand this one, That was the ball was more off on the forehand side, though in the middle, but more on the forehand side.
Yes, that's the one Sharat been trying to.
That's where experience comes in.
A very crucial 5-3 lead brought down to levels. Level
that too in his
scores
own
at 5 all,
service.
and let's see what Sharat does with his service. He goes long. He goes long. That
That's
speed is this thing.
Right
He
on
wants
top of
him
the
to
ball.
open, make sure, okay, you open, I'll try to power you.
Yeah, right on top of the ball, Sharat was.
Yes. Long or short?
See, again, it's coming the moisture part.
And Sharat prepares to serve.
Oh,
That was a
Nice
huge
change
curve
by
to his
Sharat,
body.
right.
He didn't expect that one. He thought it would go out inside curve and came in.
that was a nice change.
That
4
was
consecutive points for
excellent.
Sharat now. He was trailing 3-5 now. He's
3-5
leading
and leading
7-5.
7-5 and
Let's see what strategy Satyan comes up with. Not much of a pace, I think, from Satyan's forehand.
this is that is what this entire place here has brought this aspect, how well you're timing it every single time.
Exactly.
If you do that, you win.
See, it's all a change of pace. And Satyan is doing it so well.
And he is making sure that he is not keeping it calm throughout.
Exactly.
Making sure that Sharat does something, then he might be.
That was a nice receive and excellent block.
Made sure the block was very slow, and Sharat had to come fast. There is no way he could come and lift the ball
Exactly.
there. That was a.
That's
This is interesting.
Earlier, Sharat was putting long serve. And now you see he had put some short serve, and that too
Is there a chance Satyan will try one long serve?
he could.
He's been serving either short and then, short push. One long service maybe? No.
Oh,
Very crucial point.
that's Sharat's speciality. Absolutely, this forehand shot is Sharat's speciality. Coming up to the
This
table
is
and hitting it.
really getting exciting. Oh, he shouldn't have missed that one. 9-all, down 2-3. Let's see what the champion comes out with.
Boiling situation, absolutely.
Amazing to see a person plays 15 nationals and yet
Exactly.
be right there at the top. 9
Right,
wins.
absolutely,
I don't know how many more years this record is going to stay. Unbelievable.
That's the discipline, where it comes to play. It's the
Absolutely.
discipline. I think this time Sharat was ready for this forehand block.
See, perhaps in the foreign conditions, you would have exactly known where it is and you would have come with a counter
Right.
passing. Here,
Here
it's
it's
not possible
difficult.
to judge that.
It's difficult.
What's up, Nav?
What's up? Oh,
Again, he
Brilliant,
the
brilliant.
earlier one was curved inside. Again, Sharat comes up with this. And
Brilliant.
he's, I
He's
think,
saying that you have to put 2 balls. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. And this was the point which he did that earlier.
Yes, yes,
Just
right.
curving inside, and the speed and the curve, you can't
It's very
keep
difficult
it.
to
If you
judge.
push, it's going to go high. You can't really counter toss in that one.
It's very
But it
difficult to
requires
judge.
great courage to
And
do
that too
that
doing
at
at
that
this point of
time.
time,
Yeah,
10-9.
excellent.
Person like Sharath only can do this, I guess.
Yeah.
Even the last game, the last point also, it was brilliant. I mean, nobody can even imagine of hitting such kind
Now,
of shots at
Anandita,
that
I'm
time.
forcing you because how will it go? Ding dong till the end.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I'm getting tense now. So
Both
we
are
can
from
see.
Chennai.
I know,
So
yeah.
nice to see a lovely crowd cheering every bit. Amazing comeback.
It's absolutely being 3-1 down, then 3 all.
More or less in the first 3 4 points would set the trend.
Exactly, exactly. But you can never say, the way they are playing, the way they are recovering. It's very difficult. Both of them are very seasoned campaigner, and I think Sharath has the edge, more of experience. Everybody on the edge, I think.
Absolutely, we too are. A
He has
lovely
started
one to
playing
the
in his
center.
body.
Got a weak return and comes huge with his forehand.
Absolutely.
This he has not done till now. Till time this opening
Something
he
new
was
he
giving
has started.
here, yes.
Yes. See,
And gets the second one in. Sharath
Sharath
is
has set
timing
the
it.
pace. Yes.
Champion
He's
is
getting it.
coming, really coming hard. Oh my god. I think both the players would wish for 2 timeouts now.
Absolutely.
Wish we had 2 timeouts.
It's needed now.
That was interesting. That was really
Very
interesting.
interesting. Sharath is not hitting too hard now. He is also just skipping the ball. So now he is asking Satyan to generate the pace.
And exactly, literally giving him some new places where he has
Absolutely.
not been till now.
Absolutely. See, in the last
See
game
the
he was
one-
doing
see
this.
the one-
Twice he did this in forehand, and now he placed it in backhand.
The timing and the time, I know, the 3-0.
I think
At
now
that time we would always live
he
to.
could see his 10th national title.
That was interesting
That
from
was exactly, but
Satyan.
Satyan adjusted
Till
very
now
well.
he thought, okay, let me also go with this flow. Goes
He
to the
adjusted
forehand,
well,
does a backhand
yes.
opening, tries to curve it outside, and that's interesting. And he's up to the place. That
Satyan
was.
is taking his chances
Could you
now.
say unforced? Could you say that was unforced? Or
That
perhaps
was not
go with the
unforced. I
flow?
won't say that was an unforced error.
Okay.
He has to take these chances because it was a loose receive. Maybe the timing was the problem.
Okay.
But both of them has to take their chances.
This is a very crucial point now
Absolutely,
coming
absolutely.
up. Satyan is going with his home. So, pushes him again to the. You're saying
Backhand corner.
yes, backhand
Yes,
corner and not giving him the
that's space,
option of
enough space. Yes,
trying
not able
to
to hit
turn
that
and attack.
third. Both of them are changing their tactics in every point now.
Satyan prepares to serve after some. Sharat comes with a huge down the line. From backhand, he had
But
done
the
a couple
force
of
was, I
double
think,
line.
much more calculative. This pace was much more calculative than the
other thing
earlier
is-
one.
Correct. And the other thing is when Satyan gives him to the backhand extreme,
He was ready.
he was not able to go inside
Exactly.
out. He felt here better chances of landing the down the
Right.
line, and he came down the line.
And he was ready also for
Correct.
that place.
Because he
yes.
didn't want that,
Yes.
and he timed it to perfection.
Satyan is not sparing a single chance.
Satyan seems to be closing in on a. Was that a 3-love lead or a 4-love lead?
4-love.
4-love lead.
Every time Satyan is cornering Sharath in the backhand corner. Right?
Every time he goes inside, he's still going slightly into the body,
Exactly.
slightly into the, but not giving him that,
That space.
coming him.
Absolutely,
Generally, he's used to
absolutely.
this huge forehand. He's not giving
that
him that
control
option.
is huge. That's the game of Satyan.
Yeah,
that
very
control.
absolute thinking player. Oh, that was a nice. Perhaps took
What
the edge.
angles he's
of the-
getting, my
Did
goodness.
it take the net cord or an edge?
No, it was net cord, I
Net
think.
cord.
But the angles.
The angle was
still-
huge.
Oh my God.
Fantastic. I'm sure the angles and this thing, I think each rally was slightly different.
Definitely. At this stage, you have to come up with new ideas. He was ready.
That was
This
the
time
Sharath we
Sharath
all
was
used
ready.
to. And he comes in, brings that one exactly
Exactly.
at 7-5.
That
He's
is
been
where the
trying to do
experience
that,
comes.
and I think the crowd is going delirious with joy, seeing that huge forehand. I'm sure they would be even if Satyan does that, but to see this champion do over years and years and years,
Sharath is a real poster boy of Indian
Poster
table
boy,
tennis.
and
Absolutely.
he keeps doing that for the last 15, 16 years or 20 years. People relive their old times. Oh, that was a huge spin.
Huge spin. That
How
too at
do
the
you do that
center.
over years and years? You are the person to tell that now because you've done it.
That dedication, that love for the game, that is the most
Passion.
important thing. You have
Absolutely.
to love the game. You have to be in love with this table
Absolutely,
tennis.
absolutely. Oh, that was a very good slower spin from Satyan, right?
Satyan
You know,
is-
giving him either you block or you're going to
you
come
have to
fast.
hit, exactly.
Perhaps Sharath should have tried that block which he did earlier. Slow one.
Right. Satyan is turning all the stones now. Oh,
That was
what
this was
adjustment, my
you keep it
goodness.
curved and you do not know what to do. Earlier ball you could have tried that. This time you did it.
what adjustment, what
This-
confidence.
Unfortunately, the spin which they generate, the atmospheric conditions, and how he has controlled the ball.
Right.
This might not be, for the audiences such a.
It's very
but
difficult
to
for the
see
audience to judge.
that technical aspect of it.
Oh,
Whoa, that was huge. Will
Four
that
match
will
point.
that be a 10th title moment?
What it comes to me like that only. I think
Satyan
Sharat can see
never-
that now.
But never underestimate Satya.
Absolutely,
He will come with something, perhaps.
Yeah,
Let's
quite
see.
possible.
What a moment. Love to see this, and I'm sure this will be etched in the memories.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And never has he, he's maintained his composure. Never
Mm-hmm.
he's maintained this,
That is his character.
That-
That is his character.
that
That's,
is
that's why he is a
great.
great player. He is a legend.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Huge.
That is a victory lap for you. What a moment. Unbelievable scene.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
feel like that is something that is incredible. That is incredible.
Absolutely.
I think everyone will be there, right there, going the victory lap with him.
History
10th
created.
time.
History created. 10th
Oh,
title.
unbelievable.
My goodness.
1-3 down. To come back from there and absolutely dominate.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable scene. Unbelievable scene. And I think we are privileged to watch
Oh
one of
my
the finest
God.
matches.
Absolutely,
And-
absolutely. Witnessing this match itself is a great thing.
And to go ball on ball with such
Absolutely.
a great person.
Oh
I am
my
really
God.
honored.
Really feeling
That
honored
was
to be a
absolute
commentator
delight.
of this match.
I,
Oh my
I
God.
never knew that we would land ourselves this way. And fantastic match. And Sharad does the incredible 10th
Absolutely.
title. I do not know, as long as table tennis is in this place of the world, this is
And
a
that too
very,
with
very, very,
3-1
very tough.
down when he was 3-1 down.
Yeah.
When Satyan was having all that control. From there, pulling it up. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Changes.
I have with me the runners-up of the 83rd Men's Senior National Table Tennis Championship, Mr. Satyan. Satyan, it was bad luck. I mean, you won the first 3 out of the four sets. What happened after that?
Oh yeah, certainly. I think it was a great match. Congrats to Sharat. He's been a fantastic player. We all know that. And yes, I think I started really well. I went up 3-1, and perhaps I was a little bit defensive in the end. I should have been a little more aggressive. I started to miss some, and I wanted to, try to be, more safe. And of course, with Sharat, he's a great player. He took advantage of that. We had very close games. I think in 3-1 it was deuce. 3-2 was 9-9, so it could have been anyone's match, yes, but this is the sport, and congrats to him. And yeah, I think I had a great tournament as well, so I'm happy with this. Yeah.
It was a great performance, no doubt. Very great performance. Even in the men's doubles too, you performed really well. Now, one thing I did notice is that there's a complete difference in your style of play and Sharat Kamal's style of play. He's a bit more explosive. You are a little bit more. You use your guile. You use a lot of spins. Your top spin, your back spin. Is that something that you've always tried to incorporate into all of your matches against slightly more aggressive opponents?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly everyone have their different style. Like even in cricket, Sehwag plays different and Sachin plays different. So Sharat has a very, very aggressive game. He goes for his powerful shots, and I am more controlled aggression. I try to place the balls well. So it was a strength of who's going to get better. So yeah, we have had a lot of finals together. So yes, today in the end, certainly I made some mistakes, and and he played really well. So credits to Sharat for a fantastic match.
Do you have any idea how many matches you've played against each other and what the record is?
Well, I have no clue. For the finals, yes, this is the third time, and I have won once. He has won 2, so I think he's leading 2-1. But he's 10 years older to me. He's quite senior to me, and he's won a lot, and a very big respect for he's 40 and playing at this level is phenomenal. So I hope he can continue, and we both can take India to the next level in table tennis.
You both will definitely do that. I'm very sure of that. Now coming to this tournament, what do you have to say about it? Was it, the conditions? Was it challenging? Was it any different from what you're more accustomed to in playing in different parts of the country?
Yes, certainly. I mean, it's high altitude here, and in Shillong, the ball tried to fly away. So it was not so easy to go for powerful shots. The ball was flying out, and we had to really control the pace and hit. For everyone, it was the same. We were not used to this high altitude sport. And yes, but challenging conditions, yes. But I like the way they organized. Fantastic here. The organization, food and stay and transport. It was lovely to be in Shillong. So we really liked it, and I hope I can come back again and perhaps win the Nationals next time.
We'll be looking forward, and once again, congratulations to both of you Chennai lads, both of you Petroleum lads. Hope to see you soon again, Satya.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm with our very own Indian legend, Mr. Kamlesh Mehta. Here he has come to attend the 83rd Senior National Table Tennis Championship. Welcome to our program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, you're a very recognized figure in the table tennis world. You have won several championships. You have been a world champion at some point of time, and you have you were one of the best players during the 80s and the 90s. So,
Well, I would say one thing that thank you for all the good words. I can only say one thing, that whatever I have got is because of table tennis. So I'm actually happy to be part of this family. And yes, whatever I could do, it was thanks to my family and a lot of support from the Indian government. And we look forward that more and more Indian players can perform better at the national level or international level and win more medals.
and sir, could you tell us about this event? What do you think about the overall organization of it, and what kind of potential have you seen from the present crop of table tennis players?
Well, as you know, this is the most prestigious event, and Meghalaya being a small state, he's organized such a prestigious event in such a wonderful manner. I would like to congratulate the entire management team, the government of Meghalaya, and my dear friend Chiranjeev Chaudhary, who is known as one of the good organizers. And people are enjoying out here. The hall is good, the food is good, and the hospitality is good. And as far as crop is concerned, this tournament is so important that from here we can find out many future players, because this is one of the most important tournament. And here it's been a mix of experience and young players. In the finals we saw two experienced players, Mohammad Das and Sharat Kamal, proving once again that age is only a number. And youngster Srija winning it for the first time. So it was a very good mix of it. And Satyan the future also. And we have Diya, Reet, all performing so well in the men's section. Manu's doing so well. He's a young boy. So I am sure, looking at this, Indian future is very bright, and in good lineup is there.
Thank you so much for your words of encouragement for the future players too, sir. And we wish you well. We hope to see you soon again. If we are hosting any other tournaments, we hope that you will be present here.
Sure. Every tournament held in Meghalaya, I have been here. So I hope to be there whenever it is held. And because my wife is from Assam, Mona Lisa, so obviously Northeast also is part of my responsibility.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, Shillong. Well, I'd like to thank Meghalaya Table Tennis Association and the state government for putting up a great tournament here, and the warmth and the hospitality we've had here is fantastic. I'd like to thank everyone who cheered for me, who cheered for Satyan, who enjoyed the game of table tennis over the last 1 week. So, I'm sorry I'm interrupting the whole thing, but I just wanted to say this, that this has been constantly running in my mind, that this cup, I would like to dedicate it to D. Vishwa. And so, I'd like to thank COA for coming up, with the promising. Sorry, I'm losing it. Yeah. Sorry. It's a bit heavy. Yeah. I'd like to thank TTF and COA to come up with the trophy for young Vishwa as the promising player from the forthcoming nationals. But I've known him pretty closely in the last 2 years. Known him as a young kid, but last couple of years I've been mentoring him, and I think the passion he had for the sport, I think that's something which it's immeasurable. I can't compare it with myself also. So I hope he rests in peace. Thank you very much.